Hi teens, welcome back. I'm Emily.
And I'm Hannah.
It's nice to see you all again. We are going to be discussing today's gospel, which is written on the back board, John 14, verses 15 through 21. So we'll give you a minute to read that and then we will talk about it.
All right, so now that everybody has read the verses, you guys know that Jesus is talking to his disciples about how he is leaving, but he is going to send someone else. So that someone else he calls an advocate or a comforter, and he doesn't really describe who that is. However, the church over time has described that person as a Holy Spirit. So, Emily, how do you view the Holy Spirit?
That's a great question because a lot of times I completely forget about the Holy Spirit. I think about the Trinity and how easy it is to remember God. He's our Father, He's our Creator. It's easy to visualize Him. And then you have Jesus, who was fully human and fully divine, and He walked the earth and He experienced some of the things that we've experienced. So it's easy for me to think about those two parts of the Trinity, but I kind of forget about the Holy Spirit. But to answer your question, I think the first image that pops into my head is the dove. Like I just see the Holy Spirit as the dove, and He's everywhere, and He's here with us. Yeah. What about you, Hannah? How do you think of the Holy Spirit?
I don't know why, but I've always viewed the Holy Spirit as a spirit figure or someone who's just kind of like there next to me, almost kind of like a guardian angel, but different. I don't know why, I just always have. But I always just remember that he is inside of me and hasn't, like you said, like Jesus, he hasn't roamed the earth. He's just there with me. He's my guidance counselor, essentially.
Yeah. Well, when you talked about Jesus was here, we knew that Jesus was going to be crucified, died, buried, rose from the dead, and He would eventually leave us. And one of the greatest gifts that He gave us was the Holy Spirit, and sending Him to earth to be with us, and to have that presence, that comfort, that feel. When I pray, I'm usually not praying to the Holy Spirit, but you and I were just talking about how we can, and like what things we can ask the Holy Spirit for. What are some things that you would like to ask the Holy Spirit for, or you could ask the Holy Spirit for that we can learn from?
So I think something that's really easy to ask the Holy Spirit for is actually the 12 fruits of the Holy Spirit. So some of those that I like to pray for are kindness and peace and joy, because when I think of the Holy Spirit, He is my guidance counselor. He helps me throughout the day. So I definitely need peace and joy and kindness throughout the day so that I can extend that to others. So when I pray to the Holy Spirit, that's what I ask for.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you ask for?
I think it's that guidance piece. I'm a mom, and motherhood can be trying at times. So the patience is definitely one, but guidance. There's so much going on in the world, and I want to make sure that I'm following what I need to be doing, and that I'm guiding my toddlers into this world with values and morals and our Catholic faith, and remaining strong. So guidance is a big one. You and I joked earlier that you should never pray for patience, because God will give you some tests for that. But patience is a big one for me. Finding the joy in things, especially now with COVID-19, it can be hard to find the joy in daily life when we're wearing masks and we can't be close to one another and those kinds of things. So finding the joy in the little things. And I think that the Holy Spirit can kind of guide me to open my eyes and see those things that maybe I might have missed before.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a very good thing to pray for right now, just so that you can find the joy in the little things, like staying home with your family, things that you might not have done before, and just being happy for like the small things in life. Usually we're so excited to go to concerts, or I know a big one is school. I think we've found a lot of joy in school now, which is really great. So I think praying to the Holy Spirit for joy just for, pantry full of snacks and communication like Xbox and cell phones.
Right.
I know that those are bring a lot of joy to people now just because that's a way to communicate. So I think that's really important.
Yeah. Well, we're going to leave you with a challenge. Your challenge for the week is to find some time to pray and talk to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to be a part of your life and to guide you and to lead you down the path that God is calling you for. So, yeah, we hope you have a great week ahead, and we'll see you next time. Bye.